When we think about the things that make people disconnected from their lives or causes them to live on the outside of the moment, because as you were saying that, I was thinking about the listener, and I was thinking there's going to be so many people listening to this now that have, you know, veered off course of alignment. They've been dragged, they're good, you know, there's something called I think it's called the excellence syndrome or something, or the curse of excellence, where you're so good at something that people start paying you more and more to do it, and you keep accepting the money. And what you're not ever asking yourself is, you're being paid more and more to do this thing that you were good at or you were qualified in, is it in alignment with myself? You get 10 years down the line and people have these like midlife crises or burnout because they're so far from themselves. But the temptation or the money or the applause was able to drag them away. From your personal experience, what was it that was dragging you out of alignment? We talked a little bit about ego there, but was there anything else that we haven't covered where you go, that is the thing that keeps drifting me off course? It's interesting because I remember I was thinking as you're talking as well about the study about the impact money has on our motivation. And you can take a task as you're a kid and you liked doing personal development. You can take a task that someone once loved doing, and when they introduce financial remuneration in the studies, people's motivation to do that exact same thing drops.
It's mad, isn't it?
Mad.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Well, there's a study that involves two rats. One of them is on a wheel that it controls. The rat can run whenever it wants to run. That's rat A. Rat B is on another wheel. But rat B's wheel is hooked up to rat A's wheel. So rat B doesn't get to decide. Rat A, whenever that rat runs, rat B's wheel moves and rat B has to run. They're both doing the exact same amount of exercise. But the results of the experiment are that rat A has all of the markers associated with all the positive markers associated with exercise. Rat B has all of the negative markers associated with stress. They're both running the exact same amount. They're not one's not doing more exercise than the other, but one is choosing and the other one is having to. When we start to think that we're no longer choosing, when we're now having to do something, could be the exact same thing that we were doing before. We used to be rat A, but now because it made money, and with that money, we went and bought a house and we got an expensive mortgage and we got the car and we did this and we did that, or we just had the expectation now because our identity is built on earning that much money. So it might not even be the stuff that's weighing you down. It's your identity that's weighing you down and the perception you want other people to have of you or retain of you. That now has turned you into rat B. You're no longer choosing this thing. So I'm fascinated by that idea. And I think that as much as there will be people in life listening to this who have maybe grown tired of what they're doing and therefore have concluded that they need to do something else, sometimes that's true. Sometimes it's reconnecting with what you do from a different place. And there are a lot of people that have convinced themselves that happiness lies in a career change. Happiness lies in them going in a different direction. And when we do that, we glorify everyone else's job. We think everyone else does a better job than me. Everyone else has something more exciting going. Everyone else has something that, oh, I wish I was where that person is. But that's not true either. There was an Imagineer at Disney who was one of the main Imagineers responsible for a lot of Animal Kingdom in Disney World. And he got asked, do you ever not feel excited about a project you're given? And he said, sure. He said, but my job is to find what's exciting about the project I just got given. And I think there's something important in that because we're often seeking passion elsewhere instead of creating the passion where we are. I'm not saying every job is made equal in terms of its ability to allow you to do that. But I do think that there's a lot more room to experience passion within the confines of where we already are than we think when we're constantly trying to change our environment to make things better.